So, we got all 4 of them now. We started with A, that stretched out our curves vertically. Okay, so maybe go higher or lower. I'm not worried about formative right now. I'm worried about A, B, C's, and D's right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then we went from A stretches to D stretches. What does D, or not stretches, but what does D do for us? It moves the middle up and down, right? Then after D, moving the middle, then we kind of combine that with A, and then that gives us our highs and our lows and our range and all that fun stuff. Okay. Then after that, then we went to period. And what we got to remember with the period is 2 pi divided by D. Okay? Right? And that tells us that's our horizontal like spacing then. It tells us how far out our horizontal is, or how far horizontally it goes to make one complete lap. And then lastly, yesterday we added in C. And what did I say about C yesterday? How do we got to think about it? We got to think opposite. What it looks like, we got to negate it because that's where we start. So we got all 4 of them now. Okay? So with that being said, and using your notes and your knowledge from what we've gained over the last couple of days, here is our first graph. 12 sine of negative pi times quantity x plus 2, then plus 1. Let's graph that wonderful looking thing here first. Love it. Of the pieces of 9, what's the easiest one to find? Actually, there's 2 easy ones. What's one of the 2 easy ones to find? What? Well, domain's but yeah, okay. Domain's the easiest of the easy ones, right? Okay. I wasn't even thinking about domain. Yeah, the easiest of the easiest domain, because it's all real numbers. Okay. Today on the formative, we won't have to find the domain. There we go. Okay. Give me another easy one to find. What's the amplitude? 12. Okay. That's that number out in front. And the other easy one to find. 1. The middle. Middle is 1, right? Okay. So the middle is 1. So if my middle is 1 and my amplitude is 12, what is my high value? What is my low value? What is my range? Is which one? 13 is my high value. Low value? Anybody? Do we agree with 11? I do not. We got? I like negative 11 there. Okay. Everybody good on that? Okay. Start. Where does this one start? Nope. Oh, yeah? Starts at -2. Yep, the start down here, that's our horizontal start. So that's going to start at -2. Okay? What is my period? 2? Because it's going to be 2 pi divided by pi, right? So if it starts at -2, where does it end? Ends at 0. No, because remember it's absolute value of B. Okay. Now, we got a sine curve. Sine curve normally starts where? Low, middle, high. I'm looking for here. Where does our sine curve normally start? Middle. Then it goes high, middle, low, middle. Right? Okay. This particular one has a negative B value. Does that affect that curve at all? Yes? How does it affect it? Flips it over. Okay? So this sine curve is going to look like that. Because from our obviosities 2 units ago, when we were going, it says we're going in a negative direction, right? That's what that negative B does. Puts us in a negative angled direction. Okay? So, here, watch. This is a visual. This one's a visual. Okay? So when I go normally, right? Okay, my sine value would be positive right off the start. But if I go in a negative direction, my sine value is negative. Same always, all the way through, but it's negative. So that's why it flips it around. Cosine, it doesn't do anything. Okay? So then we can adjust our vertical axes. That can go to there. So the middle then here would be 1. My high would be 13. My low would be negative 11. Which then would put this one somewhere kind of right in there. Ish. Horizontally, this is 0. This is what way out there? 2 would be on that side. Halfway would be -1. Halfway would be, other halfway would be questions, comments, concerns, clarifications. All right. You try that one. All right. So before we start this one, we got to factor out a negative 1/3, right? Before we do that. Okay. So if I factor out a negative 1/3, then I got x minus 6 pi there. Yes? Okay. Now you can come up with all of your stuff. So I got a domain of all real numbers. That's the easy one. My domain experts tell me that that's all real numbers. Okay? I got a middle. Where's my middle? Where's the middle? Middle's at 1. Middle's at 1. Okay? What's my amplitude? 1. Which means my high is at 2, my low is at 0. My range goes from 0 to 2. Okay? Where do I start? 6 pi? Starts at 6 pi. What's my period? We get 6 pi also, because 2 pi divided by 1/3 is 6 pi. So if I start at 6 pi, and it takes me 6 pi to go around, where do I end? I end at 12 pi. cosine curve normally starts where? At the high, middle, low, middle, high, right? Okay. Does this particular one start high, middle, low, middle, high? Why not? Because what's negative? The A value is negative. So where does this one start? Low. Okay, so this one's going to start low. Right there.
But I thought that was the 1 minus the B value.
Nope. Nope. So this was the same thing as negative cosine If it was negative 1 plus, then you would be right. But it's 1 minus. Okay? So horizontally, our low is 0, so that means we can do that, and then we can erase that. And we got a good there, okay? All right? So then we started here at 6 pi. We ended here at 12 pi, which means halfway is 9 pi, which means halfway is 15 pi over 2, which means halfway is 21 pi over 2. Okay? Vertically, we started at 0, we ended at 2, and halfway was 1. Okay? What's up? End? Start plus period. Good? Last minute questions. All right, let's clear everything off.